In communication with Southern California, KHJ-TV Public Affairs presents Teen Talk. Research indicates that the important divisions in American society were not and are not generational. Most generation gap problems have less to do with age differences and more to do with social class, education, race, and religion. Studies show that people who are assumed to grow more conservative as they grow older, in fact, become more decidedly what they already were.
Wouldn't it be wonderful if we could join the experience of the older generation with the energy and enthusiasm of the younger generation? One person said, life would be better to be born at the age of 80 and gradually work back to the age to 18. I'm Joe Feinstein, and today on Teen Talk we're going to take an inside look at 4 generations of one family tree. We're going to look closely at the similarities and differences. One branch linked to the next. Son to father, father to grandfather, grandfather to great-grandfather. I'd like to introduce you to the members of the Ormsby family. This is John Ormsby, John Ormsby, John Ormsby, and to repeat myself, John Ormsby. Will the real John Ormsby please wave to us?
Here we are.
Gentlemen, what is going on here? We've got 4 members of one family who are all named John Ormsby. I think we're going to begin with great-grandpa. Tell us a little bit about what was life
generations.
like in the good old days.
A panel discussion with host Joe Feinstein on the subject of 4 generations.
And working, and it was a good life.
But what did you do? What kind
I
of work?
was an engineer. First, I was aboard an English ship, and then I got passports and came to New York. And then I began to work as a fireman, a stationary fireman, firing boilers and E.W. Bliss in Brooklyn, making torpedoes there.
How many years ago did you come here?
Oh, 1914.
1914.
For May, yeah, and he came there the same year. He was born in...
That's your son.
He was born in Glasgow,
We don't just call him anybody. That's your son.
That's
Tell
right.
me, gentlemen, what I want to know is, who has the best father? Who has the... John, do you think you got the best father?
I think I have the best father.
Really? Why?
I agree with him.
He agrees with me. Why?
Yeah.
Well, probably because I've had him for a father.
For how many years now?
16.
16. You getting used to him?
I'm getting used to him. Yeah.
Are you getting used to him?
Well, he's a little conservative for me.
Really?
I'm a little bit more
Believe it or not.
of a partier than he is.
Is that right? How about you and your dad?
As
This-
far as what?
this nice man on the right.
He's probably more conservative than I.
Really?
What I've got is my father and my son. So we skipped the generation.
I see.
I think that we're probably more alike, my grandfather and I.
Really?
And my father and my son are very much alike.
Really? How about you, Grandpa? How do you feel about your dad?
Oh, I guess he's a good old gent.
Was he a nice guy to grow up with when you were a teenager?
Oh, I would say yes. Yes, I think he was the easygoing one in our very young days.
Really? What was life like to be a teenager back, about 55 years ago?
I think we just roll with whatever the situation is.
You tell him I took you to the ball games, the Dodgers, the Yankees, and the Giants, and all that. You
You mean they were playing in those days, too?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah? Really?
Oh, yeah.
You liked the ball games?
Oh, yeah, and I used to take him and the other boy, Bill, to the ball game. They don't tell you the good things. Yeah.
Well, the show is young. We're going to get into
And
finding
go
out
up
all
and
those
play
good...
handball with him and all that stuff.
What did your father do for you when you were a teenager?
My father,
Yes. Was he John Ormsby also?
he was John Ormsby, and my grandfather before him was John Ormsby.
Oh, my God.
And my father was in the soda water business in Glasgow in Scotland.
Was he a nice father to have?
Oh, very, very nice.
Really? Why?
Yeah, very nice.
They say
Yeah.
that members of a family show many similarities, and I'm wondering in what ways are you people alike? Dad, you want to take that one? How are you alike?
We all have gray hair.
We all have gray hair, not John Jr.
He's working on it.
Uh-huh.
I think that we are all family-oriented. The types of things that we enjoy are similar. We have a lot of family parties and get-togethers. I have 4 sisters and a brother. I'm the oldest. And all of my sisters are very active in keeping us all socially involved with one another. And I think that I do, with my kids, spend a lot of time with them and try to participate as a spectator in their sports and school and whatnot.
Is he there for you?
He is.
Yeah? In what way?
He's there. If I ever have a problem, I can come to him. If anything's wrong, he's always there. I really appreciate it. And he goes to all my basketball games. And we play basketball outside. We do everything, yeah.
The great-grandfather's age, and they wanted you to reiterate.
Okay. All right. There's a quote that says, "I see no hope for the future of our people if they're dependent on the frivolous youth of today, for certainly all youth is reckless beyond words." Do you think all youth is reckless beyond words, panel? Were you guys reckless as children yourselves?
I have
Grandpa?
a couple of questions in there, Joe.
Yeah?
The first one, I do not agree that all youth is frivolous and reckless. And I don't, look now, not my doing, I don't think my children were. My child might disagree with me, but generally they were not.
But what about you? Were you a reckless kid in some ways?
In some respects, yes.
How?
Well, the things, you know, I had no mother, so I could do things, you know, skating and hitching on the back of trucks and climbing areas I shouldn't have been climbing, taking a sleigh off a ski jump, and a few things of this type.
It would seem to me, Great-Grandpa, that you might have been a little reckless to leave Scotland and come here. You're 90 years old now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that took a lot of stamina to kind of say goodbye to your home country.
No. See, my father was in the soda water business. And when I was 14, I graduated from St. Andrews. That was a parochial high school, and that's where that was on the Clyde. And I was used to watching the steamships going by. So he put a white apron on me and gave me a team of horses to go around delivering soda water.
You mean they didn't have cars in those days?
No, not only horses. I remember when the cars came.
You do?
Yeah, and so I figured I got on one of them steamships with the Captain McManus, and he put me peeling potatoes. So I went peeling potatoes, and I got away from my family at that age. At
Can you
14.
imagine that there were people that used to peel potatoes?
Yeah, on board a ship you did.
No, everything's done
oh.
by machines and computers these
Machine
days.
is all right, but on the first class, they still peel them by hand.
Are you a little reckless in some of your behavior?
I would say very little for myself. But there are others, my age group, very reckless.
Really?
And probably because of their upbringing. I think I have had very good upbringing. And
What makes your upbringing so special?
probably because when I was younger, it was, I guess you could say a pretty, kind of strict lifestyle. And or for others, I know there are other kids in my grade that used to be able just to go out and do whatever they want in the streets. And
If you were strict, Dad, did you get strict upbringing from your father?
Oh, well, you might say that.
We're going to be truthful on this program, John.
I think I've just started being able to sit down now at
Really?
this age.
I mean, did Dad really take the board to you?
No, he didn't have to. It was more the threat.
Oh.
I saw one of your other shows, and they discussed the police. I would have rather been caught by the police.
Really?
Absolutely.
Because it would have been easier than to have been caught by him?
Oh, absolutely. There was no question that
Was that sweet? Was that sweet man rough on you?
No, not at all.
Not at all.
Not at all.
No.
What did he? How did he discipline you?
Oh,
Yeah,
I
I
got
can't
rid of
do
him. I
anything
paid
physical.
$9 a month down in Coney Island and give him the bathhouse there down in
Oh, you sent him off to Coney Island to the bathhouse. Did you get the feeling of rejection at all?
Him and his brother Bill.
Uh-huh.
And I went to work, and then I went and picked them up at night.
Dad is still talking for you, isn't he?
Of course. The things that arise today, you know, this business about rejection.
Stigmatized. What do you call
We
that,
never
man?
thought of those things.
What do you mean?
call that?
Well, I think that doing whatever we were doing, if Dad gave us, I think it cost maybe 30 cents to get into wherever he says $9, but our going to wherever we go, if we were sent off or if we went,
Uh-huh.
I don't remember any slight feeling of rejection, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it sounds like this whole family has a wonderful sense of humor. I think if there be anything that I see as a similarity between all four of you is the sense of humor. Does that carry you guys through?
it does me.
Yeah.
I find
He
it
was
all a
more
game.
like the father.
It's all a game? What do you
Life,
mean?
The job. It's. I don't take it very seriously. I don't take myself very seriously, and I think it helps with coping with everyday problems. I took a Carnegie course and how to start living and stop worrying. And
Yeah.
I really don't worry about things. I make mistakes, but then I forget about it.
I've lost a lot of friends since I took the How to Win Friends and Influence People course. I've been abandoned by everybody since that time. Who are some of the role models that you people remember? Let's start with you, John. Who do you like in this world that really influences your thinking?
Well, to tell you the truth, I like some of the comedians these days.
Like who?
Well, I would say Eddie Murphy, Richard Pryor. They do things that I would never do. And
But maybe think about some of the things you might want to do.
right,
Uh-huh.
right, things that I'm not brave enough to do that they do. And
Who did you like when you were growing up, John Senior, Junior?
Well, I don't know that I really admired anyone. We've all gone through a Catholic education, and I think that when I was a teenager, I was working at a rectory, and the priests at the rectory took particular interest in me. 14, 15, 16, 17, and at an age when I could have gotten into serious trouble, they were always around. They had me working there, answering phones, and I was eating my dinners there, doing homework at the rectory and whatnot. And I think that they probably played a key role at that particular age. It wasn't family; it were people that I could talk to that were adult and that had an interest in the youth of the parish. And I think that they probably were the greatest influence on me behaving myself through that period. As far as looking up to entertainers or politicians, I have very little regard for either. So I don't, I've never looked to another person of that type.
A generation is defined as 20 years. And with 4 generations with us today, we have almost 100 years represented. And a lot has changed in the last 100 years. And I'm wondering, gentlemen, how do you feel about some of the more profound changes? Great-Grandpa John, you've been around now for 93 years, you told me? You don't have to worry about peer pressure when you're 93 years old, you know?
Oh, I don't know.
What changes have you seen that you like
Well, I
or
haven't
don't like?
seen much changes, only just listening to the news on the television about 3,000 young people in prison and for crimes and stuff like that. We never had anything like that in the old days at all. And of course, President Roosevelt, there's a big change since he made Social Security, and I'm glad he did, because I was working for the city of New York, and we had to it was voluntary, you know, and I'm glad I took it. No,
You've been collecting for more than 30 years now.
That's right.
No wonder they're in terrible shape down there in Washington.
That's why they're nearly broke.
Uh-huh.
I got more out of it than I ever put into it.
You're
the
70,
aspiration.
Well,
John
that's the
Ormsby second. What changes have you seen that you've liked or disliked?
The tremendous changes in, you pointed out the automobile. I didn't see it come in, but I've seen the development of transportation, the airplanes going from the props to the jets, the electronics, the computer age, so on. What
You like
pay-
what's going on with men and women changes now?
Well, there's a little difficulty in knowing how to do that. Remember, my son said about our conservatism, there is an inclination, you know. I went to my wife's boss, she was a secretary in Wall Street. I went to her boss and quit for her.
Really? Really?
So from then on, she had the kids.
Very interesting. Why are families not staying together in 1984? What's going on? Here you are, 4 people of one generation, of one family structure. What's going on that so many people are not finding the happiness to stay together any longer? John, what do you think is going on?
They didn't grow up in the East Coast.
Is that what it is? Brooklyn will do it to you every time.
I think it's a very mobile society, and the changes that I've seen in growing up in a neighborhood where families lived in houses and they were there for 15 and 18 and 20 years in the same house, that isn't a California.
22 years I stayed in the same apartment in the Bronx until I came out here, and my wife and I have been in 7 different homes
It takes you
since
5
that
or
time.
6 years to learn who your neighbor is if they stay there that long.
That's true.
So I think that just there's a whole transient kind of an attitude. In a place like Southern California, you have so many different types of interests. You get married and you discover your wife likes to ski and you like to scuba dive. Well, it's a little difficult to spend weekends together. And I think that all has the tendency to have you go your own direction.
Have you watched a lot of your friends' parents divorcing and leaving each other?
Yeah.
What do you do at that
Maybe
time?
Probably most of them.
How do you say? What do you say to them at that time?
Well, there's not much you can say because when they do divorce, it's probably the worst time of their lives. I know there's one in particular at school, and he's totally changed. He used to be really outgoing and tell jokes all the time. Now he's to himself now. It's like he doesn't trust anybody anymore. He only trusts himself.
That's a good way to put it. Psychologically, that is one of the things that's happened. His trust has been eroded by virtue of his mother and father saying, we're not going to be together any longer. Do you ever feel thankful about the fact that you've got these wonderful people sitting on your right?
Definitely.
Yeah?
Most definitely.
How does it translate itself? What do? Do you go to the functions and the family parties and things
Yes.
like that?
Yes, I go to all of them and I see them there and joke around and have fun.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you ever sit down with great-grandpa and ask him some stories about the old days?
Oh, I played basketball with him.
Yeah.
What do you mean you played basketball with
With
him?
him.
He used to sing to me.
Really?
Yeah.
With that melodious voice? Which songs did you like?
Oh, anything at all. I take you home again, Kathleen, Danny Boy.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. How do you feel about the rock and roll that we're going on with
I
today?
don't know. I don't pay any attention to that. I think that's crazy.
That's crazy stuff.
Harry
because you
Harry
can't
Lord
play.
and Roman and the Gloaming.
Now, there was John Ormsby 2 generations beyond, and we've got our 92, 93, 90-year-old John Ormsby, and our 70-year-old, and our 40-year-old, almost 40, our 39-year-old continuously, and now our 16-year-old to be in a couple of days. And what's going to happen, John, when you get married and you only have daughters?
Oh.
Well,
Wow.
no, they can't be his.
Yeah. Well, I won't name them John.
Well, they have a substitute, Jacqueline, and then they call him Jack.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can do that.
Would you adopt a boy if you found out that you couldn't, that you only had
No.
17
No,
girls or something?
No, I wouldn't. 17 girls. No, it's okay. It's probably kind of luck that it's like this, that we're all Johns, and but it won't
I
bother
think
me.
it's skill myself. I think there's a lot of skill
Lack
to
of
coming up.
imagination.
Yeah. if you know, I do have a boy, it will be John, probably. Probably end up that way, but I haven't given that much thought.
Not too much thought yet.
No.
He's just trying to find a girlfriend.
That will not take much time looking at him for sure. What happens? What would you guys like to say to the fifth John Ormsby if he were sitting here right now, little baby John? What would you say, Great Grandpa?
Well, I'd take on my arms and I'd kiss him and I'd say, "Welcome, young man." So he'd be another one.
The world's changes have had a definite different impact on each of us, depending at which point we stepped onto the stage and became a player. A person once said, "Tomorrow is the most important thing in life. It comes into us at midnight very clean. It's perfect when it arrives, and it puts itself in our hands. It hopes we've learned something from yesterday." A wonderful book to recommend to everybody is the book Passages by Gail Sheehy. Ormsbys, you have been absolutely super sensational. I wish you all lots of good luck in all your endeavors. May you stay together as a family for thousands and thousands of years. This is Joe Feinstein saying so long for now, and we'll see you very, very soon.